Hello, family and friends. This is St. Louis Sanford. Welcome to my podcast and video on what Afro-American and white people do to piss me off. Before I continue, let me say this. There will be no cussing in this video or podcast. I will not accept anyone to call in or to text me and just start wailing away with cussing words. We have ladies, we have kids, we have spiritual people of faith listen and watching this podcast and video. So, no cussing. Thank you. May I continue? Now, people, let me ask this question from my Afro-American team. Have you spoken to another African American teen that you didn't know today? There's a problem. For some reason, we all want to walk around here like we're all tough and thuggish, that we too cool to speak to someone that look like us. Really? That might be the problem why we always look at each other and immediately it's a stare down, showing who's the toughest. Get out of here. There's no need for that. We don't have time. We got enough problem living in this country as it is, and then we have to go around and hate each other. We ready to knock each other off. You knock it off. You idiots. Come on, man. You know, I'm going to tell the raw truth. I'm not going to sugar. You're going to hear it straight from me. You're going to get it straight. Jesus. Now, let's do this, my teens. When you see someone tomorrow, speak to them. When you go outside, you open the door, open for another brother and sister to come in. Show some love. Show some decency towards each other. That's what we did back in the 60s with our Afro-American pride. That's what we did. We need to do that again. And let me talk about something that's just wailing at me. I mean, this is just tearing me up. It just hits me in the face all the time. Jealousy. Why is it that when an African American, even if you get a new suit, woof, somebody's mad. Somebody's jealous. If you get a new car, oh, such and such, but they got a new car, you think he's something. Come on, people. This is not the way we should behave towards each other. We have a rough enough time in this country as it is than to be jealous of each other. When we get a new house, immediately some of the family members hate you and some of your friends. If you get a job and get a promotion, family members hate you and your friends. Let's not even talk about the business. Let's not even talk about you go and open up a business and you looking for financial freedom. You're about to blow up. You want to see your friends run away from you? Go into business. You know another way to lose friends? Those of you who spent 4 years in college and you get your degree, and don't let it be a doctor. Oh, Lord have mercy. You tell some friends, oh, I got my doctorate degree. I'm Dr. Such and Such. Pew! They're gone. Jealousy. We act just like crabs, don't we? When one trying to get out, 8 of them try to pull them back in. Not one, it's going to be 8. or more gonna put that one crowd back in. You ain't going nowhere. You stand down here with us. Really? Congratulate. Don't hate. When a brother and sister achieve something and they're on the road to success, we should applaud them. Not talk about them behind their back, ridicule them. Oh, she thinks she's something. Yeah, she is. She made it. You still back there trying to make it. You got your little $15 an hour job. She's about making six figures. You had the opportunity to do the same thing, but you refuse. Now that one of your brothers, sisters, friends are doing something, now you want to act nasty. And then you're going to go around saying, they're nasty. No, it's you. It's you. See, it's amazing how other confidence can cause insecurity in others. It's amazing. It truly is amazing. Isn't that crazy? Come on, people. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. Now, let's talk about the city in this country that have 30% or more African American living in them. Constant shooting, constant carjacking, constant stealing, constantly breaking in somebody's house. Why? Why? Let me tell you a little incident here. This lady was homeless. Poor thing, she was homeless. She went out to the store to get a few things. Now, first let me say this. Let me tell you this. Now, when you're homeless, you don't have anything. Some people don't have nothing. This lady, she was coming back, getting herself together. They got a place for her to live. All she had was a mattress and a TV for her and her daughter. She went to the store. When she came back, the stupid, as you know, neighbor broke in and stole the TV. People, you break in, you see nobody, they don't have nothing. You should have left $100. And you should apologize and give her 100 more next week. Here, this person trying to get up on their feet and you take them right back down. Just like crabs. When they're trying to get up, you pull them right back down. Don't y'all leave me down here. Really? You idiot. You pathetic piece of crap. I'm sorry. This is just the way I feel, people. I got problems, but talking about calling people by their names is not one of them. It is not one of them at all. Let me move on. Man, oh man. The problem that we have in this country with my Afro-American people, killing. Why in the hell are we so quick to kill each other? What is it that if we argue over the weather and there's a disagreement, one way to solve it, you idiots go get a gun and you shoot somebody. You're going to pay the price. When you take that gun, you point and pull the trigger, everything changes. Once you pull that trigger, you idiot, there ain't no going back. We wind it and say, let me start over and not do it. It's too late. Your life changed forever, and the person you killed, their family life has been changed because now they're missing one of their loved ones because of your stupidity. Because you decided you want to kill somebody and you looking stupid. Let me come back to this later. I got something else I want to talk about. I got something else that I want to talk about that truly upset me. Back here in September, the last week of September, you seen it on YouTube. It's called The Brawl at Walmart in St. Louis. How in the hell do you get 10 to 12 people to fight each other in a store where they should be shopping, enjoying shopping? What could have been said? No, a fight like that, there's nothing you can say to make someone fight like that. Somebody had to got cut or stuck with a knife. You cannot make me believe that there was a words being exchanged and they fought like that. Go on YouTube. You got 3 people over here jumping on one. You got 2 big girls beating up a small, skinny, petite girl. You got 2 fellas and a female, I think it was, beating up somebody. You got 2 fellas fighting each other over here. You got 2 fighting over here. And then someone was walking around with a metal object. They were swinging it at people. Look at the video. You can hear metal object going against a person's body. And I'm sitting here, what the hell is this? Are you serious? Pack of animals. A pack of animals. No, I'm sorry, animals. I'm so sorry to put you down there with them. It was fools. Stupid idiots. Now, let me move on past that. I like to talk about the situation that we have, parents, grandparents, with our sons, 16, 17, 18 years old. If you look at statistics in this country, people, in some cities, not all, some cities, 50% of the people that got guns and killing people are under 18 years old. 50% of people that have these guns are under 18. How is it your son live in your house and you don't check to see if that fool got a gun? Check somewhere around the house. You listen to the news. Your son not home every day. You know your son's not in school. You know there's nothing studious about your son. If he ain't going to school, he ain't working, what do you think he's doing? He's gangbanging. Wake up. I'm telling the raw truth. Check it out. See what your son is up to. Check those bedrooms. If you can, get his car keys while he's sleeping. If he got a car, check his car. But you check that house. If your son come and ask you, why are you checking my room, mama? This is not your room. You just here temporarily. This is my house. You're here until you get your house. Well, I cannot come and search your house. You got to talk to these kids. You got to teach these kids, people. Some of these kids walk around here ain't been taught nothing. Another thing, why is it that it's so hard for you Afro-American people to go to the PTA meeting to see where your son's at in school, education-wise? I understand that you all may not have gone, but can you envision that your kids is going further than you? I think sometimes that's jealousy there. My son ain't going to be smarter than me. You're going to make sure he don't go to school. How pathetic. So you want a child that's walking around here a dummy. Let's talk about another situation here that I saw. Quick Trip. I'm going to give you all a plug. Free plug. Quick Trip. I'm always in. I should have bought some stock in Quick Trip. I'm there 7 days a week. Let me tell you what I saw. I saw 2 teens. Not 2 teens. 2 toddlers. 8 and 7 years old. If you had to walk by and close your eyes, you would have thought they were 18 years old. MF bombs, the N words. I'm looking that is a learned behavior. That's a learned behavior that was taught on purpose. Someone thought it was cute for these little babies to act like thugs. Someone thought that it's beneficial for these kids to grow up and act like thugs. Thugs don't have a job. Thugs, first of all, don't have no education. If thugs had an education, thugs have a job, they wouldn't be thugs. They wouldn't be doing all that cussing at an early age. Give these kids a chance. Let them grow up. Let them go to school, get their education. Give them a chance. Don't let them try to be thugs for life. Thugs for life don't pay. Trust me, it does not pay. Let these kids get that education. Good Lord. Really? You teach these young babies how to cuss and you think it's cute? There's nothing cute about that. Let me move on. Boy, I've been good. I ain't said a cussing word yet. Some of the things that parents, grandparents, let me finish that up. Parents, grandparents, they got these sons that's 16, 17, 18 years old, 19. Check them out. Talk to them before someone put a spark to them. Talk to them, people. Because if they're out there doing wrong, they're going to there's nothing good. It's not going to end up well. If these kids think they can get a gun and go and shoot someone and there's no consequences to that, they got another thing coming. You will have to pay a price, and it's going to be one hell of a price. It's going to be a price that you never, ever want to repay again. Some of you get one time in this life. Sad to say, some of you get one time. And you idiots that go out there at 16, 17 years old, pull that trigger, kill someone because he said something bad about your friend or whatever, you get caught. You going to jail. Then you're going to get court time. You're going to go to court. They're going to find you guilty. And now you're going to prison. And when you go to prison and those doors clang together, the end of a good life, beginning of hell. You went from the end of a good life to the beginning of hell, because hell's coming. You 16, 18, 19 years old, you weigh $165 wet. You go in prison, but lifers that's pumping irons, I mean, got muscle all over the place, all they looking like me. And you go in prison with them, which is not me. Ladies and gentlemen, let your kids know once they step over that line into the world of prison, and they're not tough because they ain't never used this, because they used guns and thought they were tough. Now they've been disarmed and brought into a setting where you're no longer the toughest man in the world now. Welcome to prison life. Welcome to sex life. Oh yeah. You're going to be someone's sex toys. You're going to be someone's sex toy or the toy of a bunch of men. Talk to your kids. Talk to these men. Let them know once they pull that trigger, it's over. You'll go in prison as a male, but you're going to wind up something totally different. Talk to these kids, people. They need someone to teach them, not to let them go off and run wild. Buck wild, don't know anything. Come on, people. I talked to this fella that was a guard in a prison. He still is a guard. I had to ask. I said, hey man, why is it that they allow rape in prison? He said, well, man, the war didn't know about the booty bandinos. Whoa. Oh, they got a name. What? They called them booty bandinos? He said, yeah. I said, oh, Jesus. He said, well, check this out. I said, okay. He said, they brought in a 19-year-old male. They put him in the cell. They went and got another inmate that's 6'5", about 250 pounds. I said, oh, Lord, where's this leading to? He said, let me finish. I said, go ahead. Because I knew what was coming next. He said, they put that man in the cell with that young 19-year-old male. He said, I knew what was up, but I just wanted to see what was going on. He said, I walked by that cell. That young man was a bloody mess, face all puffy. He said, the big dude was standing behind him, sweating like hell. I said, that's it. I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear the end of this story. Let it go. I'm walking out on this movie. Don't want to deal with that. I know what happened. I know what happened. People, you must talk to these men. Let them know all this gang banging do not pay. You don't end well for them. And the family gonna suffer. No matter which way to end, the family will suffer. Let me go on. Another thing that pissed me off, people. Why is it that a group of African American teens can see another group of African American? They'll look at them. They want to fight. Why? Why the hell y'all want to fight? What the hell you get out of fighting? Why can't we walk in groups and just get along? Why is that we're the only race that does that on a regular basis? Why? What is wrong with us? Tell me. Please, I want to know. I want some feedback. I want some feedback on this. Tell me why. This is crazy. Never seen anything like this in my life. People, back in the day, when Pookie go into a store and he steal and he get locked up, or they call the police, the word will fly around the neighborhood what happened to him. And all the parents tell their kids, you cannot hang around him no more. We ostracized people like that back in the day. He's no longer our friend. He had to go around hanging with people just like him. Because as smart kids, we're going to go to school and we're going to be successful in life. We can't hang around with Pookie. But you know what goes on today? People and their parents look at someone like Pookie as a hero. It seems like he's a Babyface Nelson or one of them thugs. No. Tell your kids, do not hang around with people like that. Get away. Find you some friends on the same level that you are. Nice kids, go to school, do what they have to do. All that toughness is unnecessary. Genuine toughness is going to be there. You don't have to act tough. You don't have to show everybody that you're tough. You don't have to prove to anyone that you're tough. Because the time going to come when you have to prove yourself that you're tough. Because tough times coming. When tough time coming, that's when the tough got to get going. Man, oh man, jumping on someone because they look like you. Get out of here. Let me move on. Another thing that gets to me, that really pissed me off. Why can't black people be close and united like we did back in the 60s and 70s? Why? Why is it that we at a point where we just can't get along? Why? Somebody explain to me why. I want to know. Man, back in the day, we had the Afro, we had unity, We were together. When we walked by another brother, it was black power. It was right on brother, right on sister. We had pride. It was about at least 5,000 in the group that hung. When I say 5,000, I mean 5,000. We had what they call Afro Day in the Park on Sundays. People out there barbecuing, playing volleyball, playing cards, drinking their beers, washing and waxing their cars. We had bands out there. Let me tell you something. You'd be surprised. Not one fight. Not one fight. You may have someone that get drunk. Not one fight and no shooting. Those were the days. Those are the days we respect each other. Today, there's no respect. Maybe we're lost souls. When I see some of these people, I wonder. We got our hair dyed blue, green, pink, lime green, light sky blue. Don't that tell you that these people are lost? They're lost souls, don't know who they are. If you got to do all of that, you're trying to find yourself maybe. You want to identify with something to figure out who you are. We knew back then who we are. We were Afro-American. We had a lot of pride. We were proud to be black people. Well, I'm sorry, the word black, I don't want to use that word black. We were Afro-American people. We were very prideful. And what do we got today? People who can't find themselves. Can't even go to a decent dance without someone getting shot. You can't even go to a funeral. You go to a funeral, 20 or more people. The idiots that shot the young man that's dead and his friends are still alive, they come in there to shoot him because they know he's going to be at the funeral. What kind of no respect? Get out of here. Get out of here. We need to be prideful. We need to have some pride. And let me say something, people. We had a thing going on, and it's still going on somewhat today. People that live in the country versus people that live in the city. Let me explain to some of you idiots. Men that was raised in the country, in the rural area, get free trade. They learn free trade. They learn agriculture. They learn every aspect of building a house. That includes framing, foundation, concrete pouring, the carpentry work, how to electric, plumbing. There's something I'm still trying to think of this. What I'm trying to think of, plastering, drywalling. That's what I was trying to think of. Drywalling. That's right there for 8 different things. I haven't got to auto mechanic yet. I haven't got to agriculture. Learn everything about agriculture. They learn every aspect of automobile mechanic. I mean, good God. And we talk about them and they come to the big city. What do? They make money. They open up a business because they've been trained while they're living in the country. A lot of time I wish I was raised in the country to learn all of those things free. And then they come to the big city, Memphis, Chicago, St. Louis, Detroit. And what do? They open up business, wealth that they can pass down to their kids. And those of us live in the city, I know the problem we had in the city. When I was coming up, racism stopped us from going to trade school. Unless you went to Hadley Tech or Fallon Tech. And no Fallon Tech wasn't letting you in then. So we need to be careful how we talk about each other. jealousy. Jesus. Man, oh man. Another thing that got me pissed off. Again, crime in the city. But crime in the city that I love, St. Louis. Man, oh man, oh man. Let me tell you something, people. We got these idiots here that I'm quite sure is all over the country that get their gun to shoot up in air trying to show everybody they're tough. You shoot your gun to prove that you got a gun, that you're tough. Really? Give me a break. Give me a break. I mean, I don't know, every city have their crime issue. St. Louis got it, and it's bad in North St. Louis, where the Afro-American live. Let me tell you what happened. In 2018, we had a white mayor here. She was female. St. Louis County police chief offered to send some of the county police officer in North St. Louis. They're going to help us control the crime in North St. Louis, where Afro-American live. You know what they were doing, really? They were trying to stop crime from coming out there. We live in a city now that's about 300,000, a little small city now. Land-wise, we're huge. But they know that encroachment was coming. Crime was coming out there. Crime was out there, I'm sorry. They figure, okay, we need to go down here and nip it in the bud so that we can slow it down. But the mayor said no. Man, okay. Then, now we got a black mayor. Tashara Jones. Miss Tashara Jones, our new mayor. Crime is still bad. Police chief, again, in St. Louis County, said, hey, paraphrasing it, Miss Jones, like to send some officers down there in the city, help you all out, patrolling the areas where the crime is running amok. And she said no. Miss Jones, Mayor Jones. And you know, I'm not trying to inform you on anything that you don't know. The worst thing you can hear now, high school kids in the city of St. Louis, all saying, not all, but they making some noise for all to hear. When I graduate from high school, I'm going away to college. I'm never coming back here when I graduate from college. Wherever I live, ain't going to be here. My mama and daddy had to come and visit me and bring grandma with you. Miss Jones, do not let these human assets leave St. Louis. We need them here. They are our future. By the way, Miss Jones, you know they're putting that National Space Agency down there in Old Pruitt-Igoe, 4,300 jobs. You know, Miss Jones, that they're bringing the MAP agency from South St. Louis over there in that near Pruitt-Igoe area. 4,700 jobs. Now you got about 10,000. You got Homer G. Field, which they need to finish up. And then they got other tech industries that's coming to downtown St. Louis. We don't have enough people in St. Louis City to fill those jobs. Those are high-tech jobs. And the people that leave in St. Louis, Miss Jones, to go to school, they're going to graduate, they're going to get their doctorate degrees, their master's degree. We're going to need those people. But yet, we're not doing enough to fight crime. We need to charge these offenders. We need to lock them up. Don't do it like New York. The stupidest thing I ever heard. You can't make bail, you get out. And they commit crime all over again. Atlanta just did a study, found out that at least 40% of the crime was repeated by the offenders that they got out on bail. We can't have that. St. Louis, we got enough problem. We got to charge them. We got to make it safe for our kids, our future who wants to stay here. No, who wants to leave here. Come on, Miss Jones. Okay, Miss Jones, leave St. Louis County where they're at. Miss Jones, let's do this. It's not that I'm making it easier for you, but I want to talk about this. Put cameras over there. Put cameras all over there. Put drones, Miss Jones. Put drones. Miss Jones, let drones fly around and police the area then. Since you don't want St. Louis County down here, let the drones police the area. Let the cameras roll, Miss Jones. Let the kids, when they graduated from college, stay here, Miss Jones. We don't need them to leave. It's crazy. I don't believe I'm hearing this. They don't want to come back. They tired hearing, Miss Jones, these kids, they're being affected. There's a cause and there's an effect going on here, Miss Jones. Post-traumatic syndrome? Oh, did I say that? Miss Jones, I didn't say that. I'm just thinking post-traumatic syndrome. Post-traumatic syndrome? Miss Jones, I didn't say that. These kids don't want to stay here. They're scared. And Miss Jones, you know what they're doing downtown. They're building up North City, and you know that crime ain't going to be there too much longer. I just want you to get rid of it. We want you to get rid of it quicker than what has been done. Because they're building downtown up. All those people that's going to be working down there are going to be living down there. And where are all those criminals going? Miss Jones, where they pushing those criminals to? Mayor Lowry, Florissant Mayor, don't let those people move out here. Let me explain to you all about Florissant. Florissant, one of the most beautiful places in Missouri. Florissant, that you all don't know, Florissant, Missouri is rated number 7 in the country for Afro-American with a college degree. Florissant, Missouri is rated number 7 in the country for Afro-American with a college degree, averaging income of $109,000. Average cost or value of their house in Florissant is $269,000. Mayor Lowry, if you don't push it up to number 5 in the country, we coming for your job, and you're doing a good job. But push it up to number 5. Keep these criminals out here. Mayor Lowry, put cameras out here. Get rid of these speedster. The little shooting that we have out here, Mayor Lowry, get rid of them. For you all that don't know, people around the country here, Mayor Lowry, he's a white mayor. His father was mayor. His father was police chief. Florissant hasn't always been that friendly to Afro-American. Mayor Lowry, you know I'm right, but it's a new day and age, and you understand that. That's why you are mayor of the 7th best city in the country for Afro-American that have a degree and have an income average of $109,000 a year. You are the mayor of Florissant, Missouri, and the housing value for those people is $269,000. Yes, Mayor Lowry, I know that. I know that. People say, well, dog, where'd you get that information from? Search for it. Quit listening to music all the time, that rap music. Go on YouTube. It's there. They got what they call the Black Excel list. Go and look at it sometime. Look at something else, people. We need to change our way of doing things. Check it out. And you get a lot of information. You'll learn a lot about yourself. I want to talk about something before I go here. A lot of y'all know, I know some of the older people that my age don't know, but I like rap music. I don't care who sniffle at me. I love rap music. I love R&B. I love some blues. Not all of it, I love some blues. Hey, want to know something else? I like country and western music too. But I want to talk about this rapper, Young Dolph. Now I'm going to show you how stupid this crap is. Now, so far as of yesterday, they got 3 of the killers. Young Dolph, rapper in Memphis, was killed during the summer or spring. The spring. One of his killers asked the judge. Now listen to this stupid idiot. This stupid idiot asked the judge to move him to a different prison because he feared for his life. Hey, fool, you piece of crap, you killed someone. And you think that no one should kill you? You want to be moved? You want to be a victim now? Really? You want to save your life? But you didn't give a fat rest about another man's life? Dude, you ain't worth 2 dead flies. If I had anything to do with it, you'll stay where you at. You afraid? You afraid? Really? Oh, but you was tough the day that you all shot this young man who's about something. You shot a man who was a pillar in his community. You shot a man who hired people. You shot a man who helped people. He did a lot. He just didn't make money. This man was worth around $3 to $7 million. He was taking his money and put it back into his family and friends. And you all killed him. Now he cannot do anything for his family and friend. I'm through. I'm out. Hey, every Monday I'll be dropping my podcasting video. I got about 60 episodes. You know, there's only 52 weeks. And there'll be some weeks I will be dropping 2. But stay tuned because I'm coming back. This is the first one I put out, and I didn't know if I should be real raw and tell the truth, or should I try to kind of keep it kind of mild. I'm coming hard and heavy because the truth is going to set you free, the raw truth. Thank you all for listening. I'm out. See you again.